Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Essence. And I wanted to try something new. So I wanted to do a spiritual video for a while, but it just has been a lot to put it together. And so I've decided to try something in Minecraft where I make and explain a situation where the paranormal game Bloody Mary, how it is played, and why I think it works, and the cautions to take if one should play it. Okay? So we are in a flat world right now with this homemade bathroom that I just created. I froze nighttime. The daylight cycle is not working, so this is a bathroom, and here's what we have. So it's made completely of iron. So it's supposed to be like a mirror image of what we see on the other side here. Got the candles, and got this. Okay. So here's to see what we got. Usually Bloody Mary is played in a bathroom. Although sometimes people can just play it in a dark room with a mirror. They will sometimes require there to be running water in the process, so I guess we'll have that. The only light that can be present is candlelight, which we do have. And usually, some people do Bloody Mary in groups, but others do it solo, depending on what the situation is, if they're dared to, or if they want to do it by themselves, or if they don't want to do it by themselves. But the rules are simple. So only candlelight, and it's not really necessary always to have running water, but sometimes they have the faucet running while they're doing it, and sometimes they spin around in a circle 3 times before they actually say Bloody Mary 3 times. And they will speak into the mirror Bloody Mary 3 times, and if you wait long enough, she may just show up in one of the stalls, or maybe right behind you. Okay, so in this game, you are inviting the very spirit of Bloody Mary into your living space. And not just the bathroom, but also the house that you live in. You are inviting a potentially dangerous and evil spirit into your own home. You are inviting it. And there are different legends about where Bloody Mary came from. Of course, none of them actually have evidence to back them up. Some say that she was an evil witch years ago, and she was hung for her crimes of witchcraft, and so she decided to haunt the town where she lived in, and she would appear in people's washrooms. I don't know if that's true. There was another one where she wasn't placed as a witch, but she was a vain woman of incredible beauty, until one day her house caught fire, and unfortunately she was badly burned. The doctors at the time were trying to prevent at all possible from her looking at herself, because they feared about what she would do. And so one day, one of the nurses broke a mirror inside her room, and she caught herself in the broken glass, and she was horrified. So unfortunately, she killed herself. And so she haunts bathrooms and any place with mirrors ever since. Again, there is no evidence to this. It is a potentially made-up story that has possibly gained some energy throughout the years, and you just could be inviting a demon that's taking the shape of Bloody Mary into your home. Either way, you're inviting a very dangerous spirit into your house. So here's the what's going on in this situation. So, running water adds extra energy to the environment. Running water creates incredible amounts of energy. Rivers, lakes, even creeks, oceans have an incredible amount of moving water and therefore powerful hydro energy. Now, it's not, like I said, it's not always necessary to have the faucet running, but it does add extra energy to create a result. Then you have candles. Now, not everyone enchants candles, but candles do provide extra energy of fire. You are in a dark space, which there are two things to this. One, if you look at a mirror in the dark with just candlelight to guide you, you will start to see shadows moving. You will start to see shapes distort. You may start to feel like there is something behind you, and therefore that creates fear. Not to mention, if you are alone in the dark, we as humans have been programmed to fear the dark, especially if we are alone outside, in the dark, or in an area that is dark that we are unfamiliar with. It adds fear energy that you are giving off, which adds more energy to the overall mirror itself, which mirrors are said to be portals to the spirit world. They can reflect another world entirely, the spirit world sometimes, and this can allow spirits to enter. This becomes a doorway, a portal. So all this going on is just adding energy into the mirror, which is now steadily becoming a portal as you were doing this. As for the spinning around thing, I mean, this is just another way to make it seem cool, because then your sight will be distorted and you might claim to see something in the mirror, although I don't think that adds necessarily any more or less energy than you're already giving off. And when you say Bloody Mary 3 times, you are saying this with the intent of summoning this spirit. Spirits cannot just enter a home, they have to be invited. And therefore, that is what you are doing. You are inviting this spirit into your house. Now, there are tons of videos online of people doing the Bloody Mary challenge, and they all claim to see something. Some videos are more compelling than others. There are some that actually look pretty damn compelling. And there are many stories out there that claim that it only lasted for a short time and nothing else bad happened afterward. But there are other times when they say that their house was haunted after playing Bloody Mary, which means that the crossing over from the mirror into your space was complete, and therefore she has now made claim to your house. So, I would caution all of you watching this video not to play this game, because it is essentially conjuring an evil spirit into your household, which can prove to be dangerous over time to your loved ones who live in the house with you, or if you live alone, to yourself. It is not wise to mess with spirits. I don't see any good reason for calling upon spirits at all, especially spirits that could potentially be evil or dangerous. Now, there have been stories where it's ended at the bathroom, where she was not able to come through. It's possible because the crossing over was interrupted by the people leaving the room and therefore taking the energy with them. Where they were too scared to continue the ritual. Because this, technically, even though it's marketed as a game out there, it is really a ritual, a spiritual ritual, and it is real spiritual energy attached to it. But there are some who have completed the ritual, and sadly, this has allowed the spirit taking the form of Bloody Mary to enter your house completely, and therefore stay. which at this point is extremely hard to get rid of because you've already invited this spirit into your house. And the longer you let this spirit roam in your house, the harder it's going to be to get rid of it. Now, I cannot tell you to not play this game. I caution you against it, but I am not your parent, and I am not your superior. Therefore, if you wish to play the game, here's what I would do. To make it more safe, if you want to see the spirit in the mirror but prevent her from crossing over, here's what I would do. Firstly, do not use running water. Do not add any extra energy to the spirit so that it can cross over. Candles are necessary more so for the visual effect, otherwise you will not be able to see a damn thing in the mirror. But I would charge the candles with good positive energy for cleansing. If you want to use sage to run the candles through the sage smoke or blessed incense that has been blessed by you, fine. If you want to burn incense or sage while you're doing this, you should still be able to see the spirit of Bloody Mary in the mirror if that's what you want. But it will prevent her from coming over onto your side because you are creating a spiritual barrier. Also, it doesn't hurt to say a prayer of protection before doing this. Now, could this limit your chance of seeing this spirit? Yes. Because this is a negative spirit, it will be most likely less inclined to show up because you were doing all this. But it's a small price to pay to prevent a potentially evil and dangerous spirit from entering your home. Also, okay, what I would do, I would wash the mirror afterward. And I'm not just talking about with soap and water. You're going to want to use a special mixture of lemon juice. I would say just a couple squirts of lemon juice in distilled or filtered water. Some sea salt. I've even used Himalayan salt before. And also I would pray over this water with good intentions. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in a counterclockwise fashion. You're going to go over the entire mirror, and you can even say stuff like, I prevent anything within this mirror from coming out. I cleanse it of any negative energies, and I hereby make the energy within it anew and neutralize all energies within, creating balance and positive energy within. And what you're doing is, by going in a counterclockwise fashion and saying this prayer, you are releasing negative energy and clearing it out. You are cleansing it of any negative energy. If you want to take an extra step and go through your bathroom and use sage and say a prayer in all corners, that's fine too. It never hurts to be overly cautious with spiritual stuff like this. So that is my take on Bloody Mary, how the game is played, how to protect yourself, and what to do afterward if you so incline. But in truth, guys, I will repeat that I caution you against playing this game at all. It is not good. I will do other games like this in Minecraft, should I say rituals, just to add caution to those who are overly curious. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And have a good day, y'all.